Thank you, PM. Big words. No, but Page Builder, I think, is one of the best additions to this platform in a long while. It's been let's not lacking, but maybe the CMS part of Magento has been underdeveloped for some time. But Page Builder, I think, solved that and probably put it. In my mind, it's on top of the CMS capabilities now. But basically, I love the Page Builder edition, and what we've done to it is tried to cater it to our customers' needs and make it flexible enough to extend further. So basically, I'll go through what we've done to Page Builder, and I'll only demo some of the components. A full demo of all of this would take a lot of time. So basically, I'm in Page Builder now. I've created a new content page. I open up the WYSIWYG editor, and I will just clear it. So we start from nothing. First thing we've done is we've added a tablet preview for all the content. Magento or Adobe adds desktop and mobile as default. We want tablet as well to be able to show all the breakpoints we're usually working with. On the left side, you have all the components set up. The defaults are the row, columns, and the tabs. We've added something called a flexible layout, slides and accordions. We'll be looking mostly at the flexible today and some of the additions to the other components because of time constraints. But if I drag and drop this flexible to begin with, this is kind of a layout that is pre-created. So I'll drag and drop this. It will create this heading and a button on in the content area, and then in the background we have an image. I can actually add to this or remove if I want to. Any element can be put into this area where I can add more text if I want to. I can remove this. I can remove the image and add a video as a background if I'd like. But let's just create some kind of basic hero widget out of this. So if I drag and drop an image, I put a title in here, and then let's go into the options of the flexible layout. So basically it has 5 different appearances. You can put content side by side, and you can put the image on top with a card layout, and you can create kind of a product section out of this. This is the baseline we usually add to this for specific clients that we can just pretty easily add more layouts. You could have 2 images with text. You can have 3, like making collages and stuff. But this is what we start with. And then we've kind of removed a lot of the advanced options in here, just keeping to preset paddings and margins, because that's usually what we work with. Clients have design systems or consistent design patterns that they want to reuse. So for editors, they usually just have 2 or 3 options per kind of for padding and spacing between components. So that's what we're tried to keep it to. It also makes it easier for our clients to create content fast. But if we do the hero appearance here, you can see the background color here has been set. That was set from the image when I uploaded it. That's a feature we've built in. So it will kind of take the sample background color of the image and update the widget with that. And if the contrast with black is bad, it will set the text color to white. And you can override this just by changing it, but that's the default behavior. If I want to move the content around on top of the image, I can move it around in kind of a 9-point grid. I think for this image, it only makes sense to have it centered. So let's say that's how this flexible widget works. And if we go into the image component itself, we've done some changes to it. One is the automatic background color. You can upload a mobile image if necessary. For this demo, we won't show that, but you can also select an image focus point, and that's for any case where we need to kind of cut the image to fit a box or something like that. But yeah, that's our additions to the image. We'll create another flexible here. I will remove this background image. So the background is kind of a media slot, so you can drop any media into there. We will add support for maps later. Currently it's image and video, but I will put the video as the background. I will paste the Vimeo ID into it and set the background color. And this will also work in the page builder preview. So you'll have an auto playing video in there. Should have. Let's see. I'll change the text color to be white or some other color on top of that. So this doesn't make sense to have the video maybe behind, so I'll change the layout to be a side by side instead. So this is how you could work with video in your components or in your layouts, and you can actually put it anywhere you like. Next thing, the columns. This is an already existing column or component, but we've done some additions to it. The column group itself has gotten some options so that we can decide all the columns padding or how the responsive strategies should be. So I'll put some content in here and show you. But basically you can select the padding, vertical spacing of the columns, and then if it should collapse, if it should scroll, or if it just should be static on smaller screens. If I save this, if I add another flexible in here, I will drag and drop some suiting image. I will change this button to be a secondary one. Save that and then maybe center everything for it to look nice. So I now have a pretty nice looking widget here. I will duplicate it and I'll put it in the other column here. And now I have two of the same. I want the other one to have another background image. I will drop a new one. So I have two side by side. If I go into mobile or tablet, it will collapse. I don't like this for this case, so I will go to the column group and change it to be scroll. And now the responsive strategy is you can scroll between these two columns. Last or next last thing, let's see. We have another feature in our flexible layout that adds a product section here. So you'll see it will add the content area, the media, and then some products. And what we can do with this is we can create a campaign looking widget with next to no effort. If I change this, I don't like this automated background, so I'll change to a more bright orange, and then I will just select what products I want in here. I'll go to women tops, save that, and now I kind of have a campaign widget for this for my summer edit, where I can link to any landing page. That is some of the features we've added on top, but the last thing I want to show you is actually something that I didn't show you on the images. So basically we have a tab called Hotspots down here where you can add, well, maybe what it sounds like, you can add hot spots to your images, and this goes for any image in Page Builder that you've added. You can go and select, you can add any type of entity, like URL is a free text, you can add products, categories, or page links, but I think the coolest features is the product one. So I add this, I save the image, and now you can see this hotspot on the preview. And if I open it up, there's a messenger bag here. So I can point out products that are in my campaign images and link people directly to them or have them buy them from the preview. So you can do this over here. You can do it in these images as well. I'll add probably a category link for this one. I'll just link to gear. Save that. And from the preview, if you like to move this with some more precision, you can do that as well. And it will resave everything. And if I save all of this, I'll go to my front end. This is a bit slow because it's on my local environment and I'm doing a lot of I'm doing video sharing and whatnot, but now it's saved. I refresh the page, and this is pretty much one-to-one with what I saw in the admin. An auto-playing video, and then the summer edit down here where I can scroll through products.
That's great, Daniel. I think this is very, very powerful. I think there's a couple of features that stand out to me. One is the automatic background color. I think it's a neat feature where it automatically sets a recommended background color. Why is that important to have a background color on images? If you have an image, why do you need a background color?
You want to set the background color for images that are behind text, so that you make sure that before a user sees an image that it's you maintain good contrast.
Yeah.
So basically, it's something that we've been trying to train our customers to do, but it's like we realize it's just easier to add it as a feature than to nag people about doing it. If we can, why not make it easier?
I think it's good housekeeping, but it's also, it adds to the, I would say, the Google performance index as well, because it measures that if you're putting text in images and it's not loading, or you have text on top of a background and the contrast is not there, you're getting punished for that, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think there's a lot of, I think it's something you assume in a demo, but for everyone who's ever worked in a website, that the one-to-one preview that you see in the back office is not always expected. I think this is very, very, very accurate. And I think it makes it natural for a merchandiser or a content editor to work inside the back office and really trust what's going to show up on the front end. So I think what you need to do, you bring the storefront theme into the page builder page. I think it's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
And of course, the hotspot feature is very sexy. Good job on that one.
Thank you.
If there's any questions, please shoot them off to Daniel. I think, what are you most proud of, Daniel, in here?
Probably doing all this, trying to make it easier for our clients to create good content, but also maintaining performance. So a lot of what you don't see in here is how we've tried to maintain a good page score even when using video or images as backgrounds and whatnot. So it's a lot of effort that goes into creating good content with maintained performance.
Yeah, and that's something we are bringing to everything we do. We maintain a performance top list. We track the performance of our clients, and I would say that Marimekko is one of the highest performing websites out of the box. So good job on that one. Okay,